It's no fallacy that appearing in a talent show can change the course of someone's life forever. However, while instant fame can result in an upsetting churn in some cases, other times these shows are the perfect platforms for launching the biggest talents of our generation and attracting the recognition they deserve. The latter is definitely the case of Grace Vanderwaal, whose auditions and subsequent victory in America's Got Talent in 2016 made her known as one of the most brilliant musical prodigies of our time. Nonetheless, while Gracie's name isn't unknown, to say the least, it's common not to be overtly aware of her whereabouts and whatever's happened to her career since becoming an international sensation. So, what is she doing now? Is she still making music, or taking a different path in life? What happened to her studies, and what is she planning for the future? Keep with us to know it all. If you've lost track of Grace Vanderwaal since her time in America's Got Talent, then you'd be surely happy to know that she's very active in the entertainment world nowadays. After releasing several singles and an album in years prior, in 2022, Grace unveiled her single Lion's Den for the world to hear. As she affirmed during an interview with V Magazine, this recording is one of her most personal to date, offering an insight into her experiences growing up in stardom and the pressure put her on. The powerful ballad is a far cry from the style of that kid everyone knew on America's Got Talent stage, who played the ukulele, but it's still Grace in its essence. Writing about her experience as a young pop star isn't something new for Grace though, as her 2021 single Don't Assume What You Don't Know is all about the fantasies of Hollywood and how I've personally witnessed the debunking of all those myths, as she told Nylon. That being said, as Grace's music becomes more sincere and shows us her most vulnerable side so far, she's also recently exploring her talent at acting and modeling, which is just another step into building a promising and varied career in the entertainment industry. As might be expected, Grace Vanderwaal's ideas about life and her work have changed as she's grown up. As she admitted to Entertainment Tonight, dealing with fame has been an ongoing struggle, given how different her childhood and teens were compared to people who aren't in the industry, though finding new ways of self-expression is her way to cope with it. Grace's evolving ideas are evident through her songwriting, but her sound has changed just as much. Finding new ways to express her feelings and being creative has led Grace to explore different musics and aesthetics which she previously lacked. I wasn't even really into alternative or rock at the time, and it just popped out that way, which is so weird. She said in reference to the unexpected sound of Don't Assume What You Don't Know. As well, her recent fascination with punk goes beyond just liking the music. They're doing things to make people uncomfortable. I want this whole project to just be about completely unapologetic self-expression, she told Nylon. Even though Grace is at a stage where her looks and persona, music and lyrics are constantly evolving, it's notable how that folky kid who sang a song about her identity in America's Got Talent can still be seen in her somehow. Despite being talented and hardworking, unfortunately, Grace isn't a stranger to online hate. Although many celebrities and common people also deal with this issue every day, for a young girl to grow up reading and hearing ill-intentioned comments about herself can be extremely difficult, as she admitted to E! Entertainment in 2022. I feel like I've been doing this for so long that you get desensitized to hate. I went through a ton of hate online when I was really young. Even though she admits that going through such experiences prepared her to face the hardships of being a celebrity, she also affirmed that being involved with the industry made adapting to adulthood harder than she thought. Looking back, I have definitely faced the mental repercussions of that. Growing up, I feel like I'm still struggling. Without confessing to still learning how to take care of herself, Grace also remarked that learning about mental health, self-care, and acknowledging your triggers has made life easier for her. Considering how young Grace was when she auditioned for America's Got Talent, it shouldn't be surprising to discover that her love for music started in her very early years. Born in 2004 in Kansas, Grace and her family moved a lot in her early years. First to a small town named Lenexa, then to New York, and then to South Carolina. However, despite not staying in one place for long, Grace found herself a stable love in music as early as 3 years old, when she used to randomly come up with songs. I was basically singing stories, not literally writing. I would come up with a story in my head and sing it out, she told Guitar Girl magazine. It wasn't until she was 11 years old that she wrote her first song, becoming fascinated with playing the ukulele around the same time. Despite her mother's refusal to buy her a said instrument, her love for music was stronger, and after saving money from her birthday presents, she bought it for herself and learned to play through online video tutorials. While Grace has apparently also taken saxophone classes, most of her early efforts were self-taught, which makes her success even more impressive. Even though entering the entertainment industry at a young age might not be the best choice for many people, for Grace, it was the right time. Her performance of her self-written song, I Don't Know My Name, and impressive stage presence instantly captured the audience's hearts and gained the approval of judges, especially that of Howie Mandel, who praised her song's message. People not knowing your name is so right and so wrong, because I think the world world is gonna know your name," he said, before pressing the golden buzzer to secure her a spot in the 11th season's finale. Mandel wasn't the only one mesmerized by Grace's talent, as she gained praise from Rolling Stone and Simon Cowell, who described her as the next Taylor Swift. Grace continued her journey in the show by singing several of her original songs, ultimately resulting in being the 2016 season winner. In 2022, Cowell said that Grace's success had to do with her originality and having what the show needed at the time. "She's a great songwriter. A brilliant songwriter. I would say this is the moment when the show became cool, because she was so cool." True to his word, Grace's audition remains a fan favorite even after so many years. Following her deserved victory, Grace promised that her $1 million America's Got Talent prize was going to be partially donated to charity. The rest is going to build herself a treehouse. She apparently fulfilled her promise, though her parents ended up moving out of their then current home, as she revealed to Entertainment Tonight in 2022. Despite not having her precious treehouse anymore, Grace's victory opened many professional doors for her, including shows in Planet Hollywood and appearing in several renowned TV shows such as The Ellen DeGeneres Show. However, probably the most important step in her young career was being signed by Columbia Records, leading to the release in late December 2016 of her first extended play, Perfectly Imperfect, which included 5 original songs and her nationwide known I Don't Know My Name, the audition video of which had gained her millions of views. As if having her debut record released at such a young age wasn't enough, the EP reached 9th position on the Billboard 200 chart, which she performed at a sports event in Madison Square Garden and in several Christmas shows in New York. Ever since her America's Got Talent victory, Grace has appeared in fundraising shows too, such as charity ball organized by Cyndi Lauper, and at several We Day events, organized by the non-profit organization We Charity. She's also taken part in children's causes, raising funds for the Valley Hospital in New Jersey, granted musical scholarships for seniors of a high school in New York, on top of donating funds to build school choirs in small towns. As she led charity events, Grace's career continued taking off. Less than a year after the release of Perfectly Imperfect, Grace produced her first album, Just the Beginning, containing 12 original songs. However, unlike 90% of her previous self-written songs, Grace's album was co-written with several collaborators, which in her words implied going through many awkward moments. Telling Rookie magazine, "It's kinda weird to go into a room with usually a 30-year-old man and just be like, oh, let me open up about my life to you." Prior to the full release of Just the Beginning, Grace released the single Moonlight and performed it on a variety of stages around the country, including appearing in America's Got Talent as a guest, and even being invited to New York Fashion Week. Impressively enough, Grace's fame crossed US borders. In mid-2017, Grace's cover of Harold Arlen's Over the Rainbow was the theme song for their campaign in Japan, where she had previously visited to promote Perfectly Imperfect. Grace returned to said Asian country in late 2017, during her Just the Beginning promotions, later visiting Kenya to raise funds for the Starkey Hearing Foundation. 2018 also saw Grace touring with Imagine Dragons and taking the stage at the Loud Love Festival. The following year, she created the animated film Wonder Park's theme song, entitled Hideaway, before taking part in the alternative rock band Florence and the Machine's tour of North America and starting her own tour from August to November. After a couple of years making music and performing on a variety of stages, in 2020, Grace took the chance to appear in the movie Stargirl, which follows the adventures of Susan Caraway as she deals with teen struggles and finding love for the first time. The role gained the praise of critics such as Courtney Howard from Variety, who positively described Grace's performance. "She ropes us into the mystery of her character reveal with heaping amounts of magnetism and grounded authenticity." Later in 2022, the sequel, Hollywood Stargirl, gained Grace more praise from the public for her performance. Besides her acclaimed win at America's Got Talent, Grace has won her fair share of awards in the entertainment world. In 2017, she became the Best New Artist at the Radio Disney Music Awards, followed by being named the next big thing at the Teen Choice Awards. And in the same year, Grace received the Rising Star Award at the Billboard Women in Music, although she didn't win the Best Song That Makes You Smile at the 2018 Radio Disney Music Awards. She was impressively named the Best Push Artist by MTV Europe Music Awards, on top of winning the category of New Artist of the Year at the Japan Gold Disc Awards, definitely establishing her status as an international artist. Needless to say, Grace's talent has gained her positive comments from many people in the industry. Back when she rose to fame in 2016, her songs were described by the likes of New York Magazine as not only catchy, but emotional and unique to her own sound, a mix of raw and folk. Following the release of her first EP, the comparisons to Taylor Swift kept coming her way, though this time, her style was also compared to Regina Spektor by Billboard and Rolling Stone. In 2018, she was included in the 30 Under 30 musician list by Forbes, at 14 years of age, becoming the youngest person to be so named. As if that wasn't enough of an accomplishment, Grace was consecutively included in Billboard's 21 Under 21, Music's Hottest Young Stars list from 2016 to 2019, on top of being honored with a Women of Distinction Prize for her effort in funding several school choirs in New York. However, despite the huge praise coming her way from her beginnings, Grace is still a young artist who is finding new ways of self-expression to show this side of me and tell these stories that I've wanted to tell for so long, but just haven't been ready to, she told Fault in 2022. All in all, Grace still has a lot of new aspects of herself to show to the world. We can hardly wait.
Thank you for spending some time with us. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpick these videos, which we recommend you watch next. You can talk to us on all social medias or ask a question in the comments below. Thank you for being with us, and we'll see you back tomorrow.